Hello and welcome to the Ash Ketchum Catching Challenge, Episode 2. I am your host, CaffinatedBlacksmith. I didn't really explain this challenge in the first episode properly, so I'm going to rectify that here. This challenge is to see if Ash Ketchum's canon teams would work as a playthrough team, playing through the newest version of each game available with the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. Once I finish Pokemon Black, there will be a slight rules change, but that's for later. Currently, the games I have on the list are Fire Red, Soul Silver, Emerald, Platinum, and Black version. I'm currently playing Fire Red. The no other starters rule isn't really a rule, because I couldn't figure out how to mod them in, so it's more of a notice. Also, I'm going with any Pokemon caught in the course of the challenge can be used for the Elite Four, as Ash's Kanto League team was 50% starter Pokemon, 75% if you count Pikachu because the Yellow and Let's Go games, and Pokemon Go. His only non-starter Pokemon were Pidgeot and Butterfree, which would not be nearly enough if I only went with catchable Pokemon that matched his league team. A quick reminder of the rules for those who haven't watched the first episode yet. You should go do that, it's good. The starter Pokemon must be Pikachu. Any Pokemon caught must have been caught by Ash Ketchum in the relevant anime season. Other starter Pokemon will not appear. And finally, any evolution has to have canonically happened. That's it for the rules, let's get into the video. I made my way out of the Pokemon Center and started looking around Cerulean and talking to people. She talks about the badges, she talks about the bikes. So does she. This guy is charging $1 million Pokédollars for a bike. No, absolutely not. There's a voucher you can get later, which is, makes it free, but still that's ludicrous. Rattata's level 10, Pidgey's level 15, Pikachu's level 11, and Butterfree is level 17. My aim for today is to get them all to level 20, so I start running up towards a grinding spot. And here we have our first rival battle of the episode, Gary. So Rattata's in front and goes out for a quick attack, which does barely anything. Gets sand attacked, and then Gust takes Rattata down to yellow health, and then quick attack wipes him out. Pikachu comes out and brings down Pidgeotto with a Thunder Shock, but not before getting his accuracy lowered, which was annoying. Twice. And it finally hits. And it does almost nothing. Quick attack brings Pikachu's down to 9 with a critical hit, but then Pikachu takes out Pidgeotto. Rattata comes out, and I change Pokemon to Butterfree because that's a lot more powerful. Confusion takes it down to yellow health. It gets confused, and then tries to lower my defense. Confusion takes care of it after that. We get a little bit of experience, and then we get Abra. And it doesn't know any moves, so it just uses Teleport. So I, try to confuse it a couple of times. And it doesn't do much, so then I use Poison Powder. It teleports again, doesn't do anything. And then it has its ability is synchronized, so Butterfree also gets poisoned. I, for some reason, tried to use Poison Powder a second time. I don't know why I thought that would work. But then I just use Confusion, and it gets its health low enough that the poison does do the rest of it. Except for one, which is annoying. But one more Confusion takes care of it. I don't get Supersonic because I think it's a pretty annoying move. But it probably, could have been useful, but no. I just leave it. Now he brings out Bulbasaur, which is going to go down fairly quickly. Even through the... Yeah, I tried using Poison Powder on a Poison type, or a Grass type, and I'm not sure why I thought that would work, but Confusion just brings his health down to yellow. Bulbasaur does 1 damage, and then the poison does the rest. And then I bring out Pidgey, and Gust just wipes the rest of his health out. Kind of. So, Bulbasaur puts Pidgey to sleep. Try it again. Vine Whip does a lot more damage on Pidgey. And it gets Pidgey down to yellow before Pidgey finally wakes up and just cleans him out. And then Gary's bragging about going to Bill, which we're going to see him in a few minutes. And then he comes back 3 seconds later to give me the Fame Checker, which is another item I'm probably never going to use, like the TGTV. Go heal my Pokemon. And then it is time for the Nugget Bridge. So run up the path and finally get onto it. Our first battle is in a minute after I swap my Pokemon around slightly. Butterfree is leveled up, which is nice. So we have our first, the Bug Catcher. Canopy doesn't exactly do a lot. It tackles me a couple of times, but it just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Rattata gets just enough to level up the next attack. Or next turn, next defeat of... fuck. Okay, just gonna ignore that bit. Rattata knocks out Weedle and gets up to level 11, and Metapod starts hardening. Takes several turns. This was really boring, because after this attack he survives on 1 health. But yeah, he finally goes down after that. And then the Bug Catcher's final Pokemon is a Kakuna with the exact same strategy. So I just have to keep hitting it with Quick Attack, because it'll just like outpace the defense even if I got it up, and it would just be stuck in a stalemate. So yeah, Kakuna goes down to Quick Attack, finally. We get up to the second trainer, and she has a Pidgey, I think. Yeah, she has a Pidgey. Rattata and Pidgey trade attacks, and then it takes out the rest of Rattata's health. Pikachu comes up and just overkills it. Like, I probably could have just used Quick Attack, but Thundershock was more satisfying. Pikachu's almost at another level up, but I bring out Butterfree instead, because this one is a Grass type, and Confusion is super effective on it, and I just want to get this battle over with. Butterfree stays in to take care of Bellsprout. And then I leave the bridge, and I go back to heal my Pokemon again, because for some reason I have to keep healing them, because they're super weak at the moment. Also, like, Pikachu's stats kind of suck compared to, like, starter Pokemon of similar, like, at least in this generation, Pikachu's stats suck compared to similar level starter Pokemon. So now we have number 3, who's a youngster, and he has a Sandshrew. And I immediately swap to Butterfree, because special attacks are super good at dealing with these guys. Defense skill's not going to do a whole lot for your special attack. Or special defense, but there we go, critical hit takes it out. This one was annoying because Ekans just, like, barely survives a Confusion. And then it just takes itself out for me, which was very considerate, honestly. And then we have the fourth trainer, who asks if I'm getting tired. Yes, tired of this bullshit. I immediately bring out Butterfree, because it's a poison type. It uses Focus Energy, but that's not going to do a whole lot. Brings it down to like 3 health, which is an annoying Like, if it was exactly on, like, 1 pixel, I'd be okay with it, but it was, like, a little bit, so... But, the trainer brings out Nidoran female, and Confusion does the exact same thing, but this time, it one-shots it. And Butterfree's finally level 19. We have the final of the 5 trainers on the bridge. This guy has a single Mankey. That is it. So I bring out my Psychic Specialist, despite not being a Psychic type, and Confusion just one-shots it. Well, almost. It survives on 1 health, which is super annoying. And now it's dead. I go back in here on my Pokemon, because that seems to be something I have to do a lot. I got a little bit lost for like 0.2 seconds, because I realized that the ledge is supposed to be a shortcut. And then I start running back. We get up to the guy, and we get our Nugget. And then this guy asks us to join Team Rocket. Surprise! It's a Rocket Grunt! Intimidate cuts Rattata's attack, but I immediately swap to Butterfree, because I'm going to be using special attack anyway. Confusion one-shots it. Rattata levels up and gets Hyper Fang. And Zubat comes out, which also gets one-shot. There's a grinding portion right after that, which is why my character teleported up to the road, but now we're facing our friend the Hiker. So we start using Hyper Fang. And Machop uses like Focus Energy and then Leer, and I don't know why he did that, because Rattata's a normal type, it is super weak to fighting type attacks. But Rattata hit level 15. And then we have this guy's Geodude, which is why I brought out Butterfree, because I hate dealing with Geodude. Yeah, we're just gonna make our way through Cerulean Cape fighting these guys. It's Youngster Jelly, who somehow seems to appear in every single Pokemon game. And then we have a Rattata duel, which ends in my Rattata taking no damage whatsoever, because his just did Tail Whip. I bring out Pikachu for the Spearow, and it goes down pretty quickly. It's so satisfying. It's a critical hit. We have yet another youngster, this time Youngster Dan, and he brings out a Slowpoke. I just bring out Rattata, because I need to get Rattata some more levels, and then it just starts using Growl and lowering my attack, which was so annoying to deal with. It's on 2 health, and it brings Rattata down to yellow, but finally it goes down. We get almost another level up. And we face off against yet another Hiker, who sends out an Onix. I don't know why I thought Hyper Fang would do anything against Onix. And it does a little bit, but it'd take way too much time, so I brought out Butterfree. Uses Rock Tomb, and it missed twice, which is weird, and I'm not entirely sure how that happened. And then it used Tackle. But yeah, Butterfree takes care of it fairly easily. We get praised by Hiker, and then we start walking and we find a Picnicker, who has a boyfriend apparently. She brings out a Nidoran male. I use Hyper Fang on it, and it brings it almost down to red. Or it brings it down to red, and then misses, and Nidoran takes out the rest of my rest of Rattata's health. Gus takes care of Nidoran male. And Pidgey is still level 18. I choose not to swap Pokemon and I just use Gust again. Does a little bit, but not a whole lot. Gust attack is just being lowered into the floor. It does a fighting type attack, which does almost nothing because Pidgey's a flying type. And finally, Nidoran female goes down. We got a little bit of XP. Yes, I've noticed your conditioning isn't the best. I don't know why I waited for so long on that one. And Pidgey is finally evolving. So we finally get Pidgeotto. I stand there for a couple of minutes, and then we talk to a hiker. Hiker Knob is correct, because this guy has 4 Geodude. And they all know Defense Curl. So, yeah. Gust does barely anything, and then Geodude does Mud Sport for some reason. I don't know why Geodude learns Mud Sport, considering it's ground type, it's flat immune to electricity. And this is ostensibly like a Gen 1 game that's been remade in Gen 3. And I'm pretty sure Mud Sport was introduced in Gen 1. And it would have known it then. So I've got... And double battles weren't a thing in Gens 1 or 2. So I don't know why it knows it. But yeah, Quick Attack is basically doing nothing. Rock Throw did a lot of damage, and Pidgeotto finally goes down. When you bring out Butterfree, and Confusion takes out the first of his 4 Geodude. Luckily, they're fairly weak to psychic attacks, so it doesn't take very long to get rid of the rest of them. Even though I probably should have just sent out Butterfree at the start. I forgot I hit him a chop. Oh. Okay, 3 Geodude and a Machop. I don't know why you need so many Geodude. And we move on to the next Picnicker, who is Picnicker Kelsey's boyfriend. And also possibly Brock's younger brother, considering his name is Flint. Get a defense load a bit, Pikachu's quick attack. I don't know why that did so little damage, but quick attack does the rest of it. We're almost at another level. Pikachu uses Thunder Shock, it does a bit. Pikachu gets dealt a ton of damage by Poison Sting. And gets down to 7 health. And Ekans is finally dealt with, and Pikachu hits level 14. We go and pick up TM43 and continue walking. We find another small child. Who has another Ekans. And this one finally takes down Pikachu by poisoning him, and then the poison knocking him out. And then Confusion takes care of the Ekans because it's a poison type and super weak to psychic attacks. And then Confusion just takes care of Sandshrew fairly easily. Got a freeze at level 21 now, and we face the final Cape Trainer, who has an Oddish. This team does not go well for her. Oddish goes down to Confusion. Pidgey also goes down to Confusion. And then she has another Oddish. But we're almost at another level up, so we finally find the Sea Cottage, and we find a Pokemon. But actually no, it's just Bill who screwed up something. So we go over to his PC, use the cell separator, and wait for him to come out. He gives us the SSN ticket, which will let us get into the SSN, and we leave. I explore the Cape, talk to a couple of people, and then I finally run back to heal my Pokemon again. I talk to this person, and then I go back up to grind again. No, actually no, sorry. This one I go to deal with the Rocket, who stole a Dig TM. This guy doesn't last very long, honestly. I forgot he was here. Hyper Fang was very useful, and then it missed twice. And then Karate Chop just one-shots him. And I swap out for Pikachu and use a Thunder Shock, which doesn't do great damage. And then Pikachu gets taken down to red health and knocked out. I made some weird decisions. I think I was trying to get some XP for one of them. But yeah. Pidgeotto comes out and starts dealing with Drowsy. Quick Attack does a nice chunk of damage. Disable very luckily missed. And we get Pidgeotto to level 19. He gives us back the Dig TM. And we take it back inside to give it to the guy, but no, he doesn't care. We can keep it. I go to heal up my Pokemon some more. And this is when I go back to grinding. So it looks like I'm just running around, but that's because I cut out all of the battles. Honestly, I could have cut out just that entire chunk, but I couldn't be bothered. Because, like, this was already getting really cut up anyway. We go up and do some more grinding. And I get stuck on a wall for a moment. Run back. I don't know why I was running around here. I talked to this guy who actually teaches you about the badges, and I didn't actually know that some of these had secondary effects aside from like levels or like level obedience or the HM permission. So yeah, I went through all of them because I was curious. And the Nth badge is the only one that doesn't have the, it's like a secondary effect. It's literally just all Pokemon will obey you. Which does seem appropriate for Giovanni, honestly. And this is when I went looking for a new grinding spot. I wasn't sure what this was, so I just left it. So I ran up here and then ran down the path, ran around for a bit, and then this battle happened, which annoyed me so much. Quick Attack brings Pikachu's health down to 3. It tanks a Thunder Shock, and then it takes out Pikachu. It's so annoying. But I finally got all my Pokemon to level 20, so I decided to take on the gym. This first guy is honestly kind of a pushover. Like, Horsey goes down in a single Thunder Shock, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a critical hit, but still, that's not very good of them. And then Shelder also goes down. The Picnicker that's just standing on a platform for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why she's in here, has a Goldeen, and I was actually quite wary of it having Lightning Rod, which would have made the fight a lot harder, but it just uses Water Sport. And it's dead. So, yeah, Pikachu almost to level 21, and then we finally face down Misty. She sends out Staryu first, Pikachu uses Thunder Shock, it brings it down pretty low. It uses Harden, and then Misty uses a Super Potion, which doesn't do anything because with a critical hit, Pikachu one-shots it, and finally hits level 21. And Starmie comes out, it uses Water Pulse, which actually does a massive chunk of damage to Pikachu. It gets paralyzed, but it survives another Thunderbolt and takes out Pikachu. Raticate comes out and just quick attacks it, and it's dead. That's it. But we almost got 1,000 experience points from that one Pokemon. But we got TMO3, and we leave. We talk to this guy again, and then I go heal my Pokemon again. For what feels like the 50th time in this episode. And I think at this point I'm looking around for the cut team because I didn't actually know where it was, and I thought there's because there's trees here, I'd be able to get it from here. Yeah, all my Pokemon are now level 20. I check the map because I'm not sure where to go next. I'm pretty sure it's Vermilion City. And I go to talk to the badge guy to check. Thunder Badge is next, so I start running. I have to go through this guy's house again. And I've made my way down Route 5. She wants a trade, but I'm not catching any non-canonically caught Pokemon. And I talk to this guy, and apparently the road's closed, so I have to take this path. Go down the underground path. Apparently people lose things. I check it from this side, and it's still blocked. Now we gotta go down. So I run into this guy, and he's a bug catcher. Weedle just barely survives a Thunder Shock and uses String Shot, which doesn't help a whole lot. uses Thunder Shock and then Quick Attack just to get it out of the way. And then just repeat that strategy with Weedle. Or I would if it hadn't been a critical hit. I avoid one trainer, and then I have to fight 2 mandatory trainers. So we start with the first one. Which he has 3 Pidgeys, so like this isn't going to take very long. Pikachu gets really close to a level up here. Like a few pixels away. And then we have our second mandatory trainer. He sends out a Spearow first, which is taken care of extremely easily with Thundershock, which finally gets Pikachu to level 22. And then he brings out Eradicate, which is going to be slightly more difficult just because it's bulkier. Hyper Fang missed, uses Quick Attack, which does a decent chunk of damage. Thundershock brings it down to yellow and then knocks it out. I go into Vermilion and I start talking to people because I'm curious what's going on here. I get the old rod so I can now catch water types from fishing. And I go in to heal my Pokemon. I talk to this guy who's apparently going to put up a building. This little girl wants to trade a Spearow for a Farfetch'd, and I find the Pokemon fan club. I didn't bother listening to this guy's story. I'll probably, check him out next episode. And this is the house where you learn about, mail. And here's a cute letter. And then I find the dock. I talk to this guy. I talk to this guy and can finally get aboard the SSN. Talk to this dude, so I start avoiding people. I don't go down the stairs. I probably should have explored this area a lot more than I did, but I just wanted to get it over with. And then we have another rival battle with Gary. Thundershock took it down to yellow. Pikachu got their accuracy lowered once, and then it actually worked the second time. Eradicate comes out. Thundershock misses. Hyper Fang misses. Thundershock takes it down to yellow with a critical hit, and then Hyper Fang takes Pikachu down to red. And finally, Eradicate is knocked out. I just leave Pikachu out because I might be able to outspeed him. I tried using Slam, it misses, and Kadabra uses Confusion and takes out the rest of Pikachu's health. I bring out Eradicate. Kinesis lowers accuracy, and Hyper Fang just absolutely nails Kadabra. Eradicate hits level 21, and Ivysaur comes out. Hyper Fang brings Ivysaur down to yellow, but Eradicate is put to sleep. Ivysaur uses Vine Whip a few times and brings Eradicate down to yellow, but then Eradicate wakes up and Hyper Fang deals with Ivysaur. We win the battle, and apparently there's a guy who's the Cup Master, but he's seasick. So we go up, we rub his back a few times. It actually gets like the Pokemon Center healing theme in that little bit, and then we get HMO1, we finally get cut. So, and that was all I came down here for, so I just leave at this point. And then the ship leaves. Like, don't know if I can get back on it at any point. Probably not, honestly. Yeah, then we leave. Talk to these guys again to see if anything they say changes. Go up to heal my Pokemon. And then we talk to these people, and we get the Versus Seeker, which is an item I'm never probably going to use. They just tell me stuff I already know. This guy's Pokemon was poisoned. And then I do a final sort of level check. Do some more grinding. Heal my Pokemon a final time. And that's where I end the session. At the end of the session, Butterfree was level 22, Raticate was level 22, Pikachu was level 23, and Pidgeotto was level 20. I try to have my Pokemon around the closest rounded level before each gym, so the next episode will have me getting them to level 30 before I take on Lieutenant Surge, which will probably be needed as half my team is weak to electric attacks. Also, as an end note, because it didn't fit elsewhere in the script, I hadn't actually realized that Gen 3 was after the physical special split until I was recording this. I think I mentioned it being before it in the first episode, and that's because I'm just utterly oblivious sometimes. For the past several years, I thought the split was between Gens 3 and 4 for some reason. Emerald was the first Pokemon game I ever fully completed as well, and I'm not sure how I missed it. Anyway, that is the end of the episode. I will see you lovely folks in Monday's stream. Catch you next time. Peace out, everybody.